what you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
We'll try not to too much talk over each other, but again, we are girls and we are
agree to disagree.
Okay,
Moving on.
well, the makeup bottle. It's like a cracked out T-bird from Greece.
Yeah,
She's got that black hair.
Hey everybody, welcome to Chick Chat. We have already started the laughs on our pre-show discussion. One day we're going to have to do like they do on, online stuff where they show the behind the scenes videos and stuff. We'll have to show that because we've already been in here chatting and laughing about how we wish we could be on TV. But alas, we're just here on Chick Chat on the Mesh. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mary-Margaret, and I have Janette with me. Everybody cheer and be happy.
Yay, hi.
Yay, Janette. Thanks for joining me. You've been out of town a lot lately. Kind of got that summer vacation out of the way. Super glad you could be back here with us.
Yes.
Good.
My sabbatical.
I know. And now it's like real life now. We have fall coming and fall TV getting ready to come back on.
Love it.
Our shows have started back up. We're kind of busy.
Very. I mean, I've got to find time in between kids' homework to watch. You've got to go to bed now.
You have to go to bed now because Jax Teller's coming on TV. You don't understand. Hey, again, we're on the Mesh. And you know what? We are proudly sponsored by the Greater Hickory Kia Classic Golf Tournament. Thank you so much to the fine folks over at the Rock Barn Golf and Spa for having us be a part of it. This is like the third year that we've had a sponsorship with them. If you ever have a chance to go to Rock Barn, you need to go enjoy yourself a day at the spa. That place is top notch. It's a good spa. Yeah, good spa. Known across the country. People come all over to enjoy it, and their husbands get to play golf, or you can play golf as a female. I don't know who listens to this show. Men, women, whoever. Y'all either go to the spa or go play golf. Y'all do whatever you want. But this is the place to do it, Rock Barn. It's in Conover, and it's the senior PGA event. Brings a lot of attention to this area, and we are grateful for them sponsoring us here on The Mesh. You can find out more and get tickets and information at GreaterHickoryKiaClassic.com. Please go check it out. Moving on to our topics. I have two sort of somber topics to talk about. First, we're going to go through them real quick, and then we're going to move on. Okay, but I just want to say it. First of all, we are recording this on 9/11. Obviously, a horrible day in our country's history and for the world. You know, it sparked a lot of stuff going on. But 3,000 people obviously killed in the World Trade Center and throughout the Pentagon and in that field in Pennsylvania, and we're just really grateful for all of those who have served and given their time and their lives, and for everyone in the country that's fighting for letting me be on the air and wherever I'm being listened to. You know, Chick Chat is here because of you. I hate to put it that way, but that's what's relevant right now. So, again, you know, horrible day, but did want to acknowledge how grateful we are to those who are serving out there for us. Also, next sad moment, totally different scale, but it is sad nonetheless. Joan Rivers has passed away since our last recording. Unfortunately, at our last recording, we had to say goodbye to Robin Williams. And then now, here we're saying goodbye to Joan Rivers. I mean, talk about the lady that would have been perfect on Chick Chat.
She would have loved it. I'm going to think she did love it.
I'm pretty sure she probably listened.
She listened.
I'd like to think I heard a couple of my comments being reenacted on Fashion Police.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, this woman was a spitfire.
Yes.
Firecracker. Piece
Offensive
of work.
at times, but always funny.
You know, and offensive to the point that I was kind of like, cool. That sounds, you know, like, you're right.
Yeah.
I was just glad she said it and not me.
Right.
But she was hilarious. She loved what she did. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's a lot of people that loved her and her comedy, and she paved the way for a lot of comedians out there. And, you know, I mean, she was 81? I think.
In her 80s, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's 81 years old, kind of a freak accident on the operating table during a routine procedure, as she put it. Yeah, you know, and supposed to be in there just kind of taking care of some stuff.
It was an outpatient procedure, right?
Yeah. And I mean, she referred to it to her buddies as like, oh, I'm just having a little procedure done, you know. she made no secret about her past procedures, if you will,
Right.
for some other things. But this, it was supposed to be pretty routine. And she stopped breathing on the table, was in a coma for a while, and they had to make the call and, went peacefully, surrounded by family. But man, what a loss for the entertainment industry. And
I feel bad for her daughter and grandson. They were so close.
extremely close now. They used to have kind of a really rocky
That's right,
relationship.
after the father died. Yes.
Yeah. And he committed suicide,
did,
right?
yes.
Which horrible. And Melissa has always, I guess, seemed like the adult of the relationship to me.
Yeah.
I always feel like she's sort of that voice of reason. And Joan was very outspoken and whatever. But what they brought back that TV show where they rekindled their relationship
That's
with
right.
Joan,
Joan and Melissa.
Joan and Melissa, yeah. So funny to watch them.
They were.
I mean,
funny.
they were a little loud and obnoxious sometimes, but I don't think they were ever faking it. That was
that's
real
how they
deal
lived.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. And recently Melissa's been coming on Fashion Police and being a guest on there, and she's a interesting lady.
Yeah.
And so I feel horrible for Melissa and her son, but I did hear, Melissa basically carried out her funeral in the way that Joan wanted it done, and
That's good to hear.
Hey,
Yeah.
absolutely, and Melissa kind of said she went peacefully, and that it was a horrible decision to make, but that they knew that she by no means wanted to sit there in a coma forever. That was just not her. So
Right.
I'm glad the family could all be there and be supportive of it and move on together. So hopefully we'll be seeing some Fashion Police stuff pick back up again, and they can carry on that show, because the Joan Rangers are the people that made me laugh on E all the time. But segueing into famous comedians that she has sort of paved the way for. Did you hear that Rosie O'Donnell's coming back to TV?
I did.
Girl's coming back on The View,
Yes.
which I never thought would happen.
Well, but Barbara's not there anymore because she retired.
Yeah, and so is Elizabeth Hasselbeck. She's gone.
Yeah,
That's the whole
She's probably the one
point.
who will not be coming back.
No.
I'm interested to see how it will work between Whoopi and Rosie. Now, I know they've both said it's fine, but when Rosie was on the show, she was, I guess
Queen
she
bee?
was the queen bee.
Queen
Yeah,
bee.
she did all the
Moderator.
hot topics and moderated the segments. And now that's Whoopi's role. So
Yeah.
how do you do that? And they're both strong, opinionated women.
Yeah.
It could be interesting to see them go back and forth, but
Well, and now they've gotten rid of Sherry Shepherd
yeah.
and Jenny McCarthy.
She's having...
Sorry, you just stepped in for a little bit and peace out. But
she's off marrying New Kids on the Block boys.
I would stay at home all day in bed
yes.
if I could with him.
Go on
Just
tour.
Whatever.
What do you want me to do?
I know. So she's yeah, I'm sure she's not super upset about it. But so it's going to be Rosie O'Donnell, Whoopi Goldberg, Rosie Perez.
Yeah, I'm not excited about that.
I don't know if people will be able to listen to the show.
I hope her voice has calmed down a little bit. I haven't heard her recently, but I hope that high voice was just for acting.
I don't think it was.
I'm interested to know why she was chosen. Is
I
it
don't
only
know.
because she's Latina? They've had other ones that I've seen on the show guest hosts that were really good.
Yeah, and not Rosie Perez.
And not I've never seen her on the show.
Can we just take a little flashback to White Men Can't Jump?
No.
And that's like that, or Fools Fall in Love, or no, what's the one where the Nicolas Cage and Bridget whatever.
Oh yeah, the lottery ticket thing?
Yeah, the lottery ticket, the movie. And, she plays the wife.
Yeah.
And all. And I just picture her in both those roles. She's the same one where she's
Same
the-
person.
Yeah.
I think she divorced one and married the other.
She is. She's the same character and gets that real snippy Latina attitude that gets really loud, and she gets her accent gets super thick when she starts talking. And I just hope that nobody ticks her off on the show, because then you're going to hear this and it's going to get all in your face.
It'd be exciting, though, to have her just break into Spanish and no one knows what she's talking about,
True.
except some of the viewers.
True.
I don't know what she said.
Yeah. Where there's like some viewers going, oh, look what she said. Well, they're also going to have Republican strategist Nicole Wallace.
Not a fan.
I'm not a fan either. And I'm not really thinking that many other people on the show are going to be a fan.
I will just
the
say,
hosts.
no.
Right.
I see Rosie having a problem with her already
too.
before she even steps foot on the stage, because I've seen her on shows. And, I'm pretty open-minded. I can listen to other opinions. It's not that.
Right.
Every show I've seen her on, she's been annoying.
Well, isn't she sort of just taking the place right now of Elizabeth Hasselbeck?
Yeah, but I never found... There were only times when I found Elizabeth annoying. She had her moments where she was just completely fine.
True. Absolutely true. And I think that's A, because she was on Survivor and she didn't have much room to talk about anything, because you were on a game show. B, she used to work for a shoe company. She was a designer for Nike or Adidas or something like that. Yeah. So, which is a cool job.
Yeah.
But you weren't like CNN headline reporter or something. You worked for a shoe manufacturer after your stint on Survivor. And then she came on, and The View is really what got her TV. And of course, she's married to Tim Hasselbeck. Is it Tim?
I think it's Tim. There's two of them.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if it's Matt or I think it's Tim.
I think it's Tim.
Yeah,
Matt's
the
good.
more well-known. Yeah.
Matt's
the
good.
one who's not as good is the one she's married to.
Matt's the one that gets picked in fantasy football.
Yes.
Tim's the one that's married to Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
Yes, that's it.
So, but they went to college together, and they were together before I guess he got drafted. I don't know if he walked on or something like that.
Before he started playing
yeah, he was
in the NFL.
Sort of, yeah. But, now she's hosting the, Fox Morning Show or something, right?
She's where she needs to be.
She absolutely is. So, I didn't have a problem with her, but I kind of feel like if you're having a Republican strategist come on, it's sort of just like grown-up Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
I think I will miss Sherry Shepherd, because with Sherry, with Elizabeth, they were best girlfriends. Mm-hmm. With Jenny McCarthy, they were best girlfriends.
Yeah.
And she was always, we may differ, but I love her, and we're best girlfriends, and we'll do these segments together so that you can see they're normal people.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening with this new person.
No, well, Whoopi was always a little more straight-laced and serious about it, whereas Sherry was kind of silly and fun.
Yes.
And I don't see that on any of these girls.
They're all... I don't see a younger demographic. I guess because Rosie Perez is older than me when I'm almost 40.
Right. Yeah, no, the reason they did all these changes was that over the summer, which obviously talk shows and game shows ratings typically go up in the summertime because people are home or on vacations and things like that, and they watch more.
Yeah.
Because, I don't get to watch The View each day because I'm at work.
Right.
But, people DVR or whatever. But for the first time ever, the ratings fell behind CBS The Talk.
Well, but they've got a good array of people on that show.
It's taken them a little while, though.
Yeah.
It's taken them a while. And I think whereas The View started up pretty high and they had a really good mix there at the very beginning, and then it kind of just has gradually gone down. The Talk, I think, started out kind of low.
Yeah.
And has really had to work their way up.
Right.
And now they're getting to the point where they're finally, I think, with the right mix of people.
Well, and with The View, this direction they're going, I see something, it's either you're going to love it or you're going to hate it, because everybody on there, so strong, so opinionated, and can be off-putting at times.
Yeah.
So,
hey, more power to them. I
would honestly like to see, when I think of The View, I think of different, the reason it was started and the way they cast it originally was different viewpoints, different age demographics, different race demographics, different ethnicities, but all women.
Yep.
And I think they should maintain that.
And there were more people, weren't there? There were more than just 4.
There might have been 4 or 5.
There was Barbara as sort of the
older,
but she to start out, it was always Barbara was on there.
She was,
and Meredith
Vieira.
Yeah, she's the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Yeah. And then there was
Debbie Matenopoulos.
Yes, Matenopoulos. And
there was the Asian one who's Asian correspondent.
Lucy Liu?
No, it wasn't Lucy Liu.
Not Lucy Liu. What's her name?
She's a real journalist. I can't remember.
No, she did Channel 1 News.
Yes.
Right? Did you watch Channel 1?
Yeah.
Were you?
That was a tail end of my high school career.
Okay, well, that was like my end of middle school, first of high school thing was Anderson Cooper. And the girl whose sister got kidnapped.
Yes, that's
China
who it was.
Or whatever.
That's who it was. And
she looks like Lucy Liu, right?
No. We're going to have to edit this whole segment out.
What is her name? Well, let's see. I'm going to find out what the original The View cast.
But I would like to see, I liked it when the men were on there.
I agree. I mean,
one man. You just need one. Just don't overdo it. But, like Anderson Cooper.
Okay. So it looks like it started in 97 with Debbie Matenopoulos, Meredith Vieira, Lisa Ling. Lisa Ling was. What did I say? Lucy Liu?
Lucy Liu.
That's close.
LL.
Lisa Ling didn't come on until 99, though.
Okay.
So 97 was Barbara Walters, Meredith Vieira, Debbie Matenopoulos, Star Jones,
that's right,
and Joy Behar.
How do we forget Joy? I mean, not Joy, but Star.
Star went through some troubles on there, boy. Geez. That's true. Yeah. The only other ones they've had, Lisa Ling, Elizabeth Hasselbeck, Rosie O'Donnell, Whoopi Goldberg, Sherry Shepherd, Jenny McCarthy, now Rosie and Nicole. So, I mean, they've kept it pretty tight, I guess, but still, man, I'd love to have some like OG people on there.
I miss Joy.
I do too. Joy was loud and
I loved it.
Didn't care, and she was funny. She was funny too. So that's going to be interesting. That's coming like really soon. The smack talk has already taken place from Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
Yeah.
Talking about like, no way I'm talking or even watching her, They had that live burst on television, and, I think everybody's a little scarred by it.
It was good TV, though.
It was must-see TV, definition of.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to move on because I'm staring at this picture right now, and I just can't even focus and concentrate if I try to keep on one topic. So, big news, big news. Royal baby number 2. Yay. Congratulations. They took our advice and didn't wait very long.
That's right.
Went ahead and had it. So
do it.
We're so glad that you were listening and took place. I'm crossing my fingers for a girl.
Me too. Baby Diana.
I know, but that's what I want to. Little Diana. Baby Di.
Baby Di.
Baby
Awesome.
Di. I would love for them to have a little girl just because I think
she'd
that.
Be gorgeous.
I know. She'll be beautiful. And, I hate the whole saying the heir and the spare. I hate that crap. And so let's
And poor Harry's dropped down to what? 6?
I mean, he's
like,
done. He's done.
I can do whatever I want now. There's no chance.
Yeah. I've heard that Princess Kate, she's having horrible morning sickness again. Yeah. Like really bad. Like she had last time where, she was hospitalized last time and then came out. I still remember that picture of her coming out. She was still very early pregnant. Remember she walked out of the hospital and she was carrying like a bouquet of flowers, and it was right after the news had broken that she was pregnant, and so, but of course everybody's nervous because she was in the hospital. But she just had on like a sweater and jeans, and she wasn't all put together like she was before, but I thought, man, that's like a real picture. I mean, that's a real
Someone
couple right
been
there.
Sick during pregnancy.
She's been sick. She's pregnant. She's
over it.
She's got her husband, walking her out to the car and so, gosh, and
the last thing she wants to do is put on a pretty face.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm so glad. And then another one of my favorite shots from whenever they had baby William, baby. I guess they call him Prince William, but they are. Whenever you have a baby, you don't lose the belly all the way. And she walked out and had
the pooch
holding him in that pretty blue dress. And I was like, yes.
Because we wear maternity, women, that have children, we wear maternity clothes at least weeks after.
At least
weeks after.
But I mean, man, she looked so perfect. And I was like, thank you. I'm so glad you didn't A, try to cover it up,
right?
Or B, say no pictures until it's all gone.
She's like, look, I'm jiggling and I don't even care.
Hey, I want y'all to see my baby so you get off my back. Like, let's just go. And seeing Daddy's face holding the baby and all, man, I loved it. So they are super excited that
super excited.
I'm super excited as well. All of England is very excited, whatever. Georgia's going to be the big brother, and Georgia's.
I do really hope it's a girl, though. And to see if they would, I would hope they'd incorporate the name Diana. I think they would, but I'd like for her name to be Diana.
I know. I think we should send the emails.
Let's do it. I mean, we've already got the emails out to Harry for Emma Watson.
Yes, and
he's not listening to us.
No, he
as
hasn't
of yet,
picked up on that yet, but maybe he's being coy about it.
We keep putting it out in the universe.
Yeah. So speaking of Harry, his quote whenever they asked him, what he thought about being an uncle twice over now, he was like, "Man, I can't wait to see my brother suffer more."
Oh. Okay.
He's joking with him, obviously, about how crazy it is to take care of a newborn and whatnot. He's like, "Yeah, I'd love to see him try and cope with all of this." And then he says, "But seriously, I hope my sister-in-law gets better soon, and that the two of them have the opportunity to go through the whole process again with a little bit of peace and quiet."
Oh,
yeah.
Sweet.
I love you, Harry. So did you know that Harry has a birthday coming up?
Did not.
Just a couple days. September 15th.
Oh.
I know. The shout out. Holla.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Harry. And he is said, quote, "I'm feeling a little old."
Oh. And how old is he?
This will make you feel old.
Oh, I already feel old knowing that I'm older than him.
Yeah. Harry's about to turn 30.
Shush.
Yeah.
And he feels old.
Yep. Mm-hmm. He's 29 right now. He'll turn 30 on the 15th of September. But thank goodness, he says, "I do always see myself being young at heart."
All right, youngins.
Whatever. So, to honor his birthday, the Madame Tussauds has done a new wax sculpture of him. Oh. Now, if you've seen the one before, I don't know if you have, and they said that it was more pertinent to his younger days.
Okay.
When Harry was a little more rambunctious, if you will. Okay. But now he's got a new statue. He's in his fatigues.
Oh.
Mm-hmm, in front of the British flag.
Oh.
And I'll be damned if this does not just look exactly... so you've seen wax sculptures where some of them you're like, pretty good.
Which one is the real one?
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's other ones you're like, it really...
It's droopy.
I don't think that's really what that person had in mind. Well, I want you to take a little glance at this one. And I'm going to show the picture, and everybody else can go and find it. But when they started describing what he was wearing in it, I was reading this article, they were describing that he was in his fatigues, and I'm like, whoa, that looks just like the picture I just saw of him. No, that was the wax sculpture. This thing looks amazing. I just showed Janette, and I mean, like I said, everybody...
That's the wax?
That's the wax, right?
That's crazy.
It looks insanely just like him. It's just as hot as he is in person.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I didn't mean it like that.
Is this thing on?
What? Were we recording? Sorry. It's... They were like, "Yeah, we thought we did pretty good." I'm like, yeah, I would say so. Good
whoever
job.
Did that, you keep them on your staff.
Give them a raise.
And have them go around and look at all the others and redo them.
I know. Yeah, exactly. There's a couple out there that are questionable. I'd like you to reevaluate. So congratulations to the Duke and Duchess.
Yes.
And very excited for baby George to have a little sibling. Can't wait.
He's adorable already.
So cute. So cute. They said that she announced the pregnancy super early. So when they announced it, she was not even 12 weeks yet.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Because she's sick and was backing out. Okay.
I think probably because people were going to pick up on it soon.
Well, people are always talking about if she doesn't take a sip of wine. Oh my
gosh! I know, right?
I would hate to be her because everything you do,
I'd be like, fine, I'll take a shot.
She gains 5 pounds. It's there's the baby.
Like, damn it! I didn't get to the gym this week. People, back off.
You'd feel self-conscious all the time. Like
every time. It's just like after you get married, if you like go out with your girlfriends or something, and you're like, "I'll just have a water right now." Everybody's like, "You're pregnant." No, I'm not. Stop. Congratulations to them, and I can't wait to follow it. The first episode after the new baby is born, you'll have to come back on, and we'll have to
talk about baby Diana.
See if baby Diana is a real thing.
Hi, I'm 2012 Greater Hickory Kia Classic winner Fred Funk. Please join me at Rock Barn Golf and Spa for the 12th annual Greater Hickory Kia Classic October 13th through the 19th. See Michael Allen defend his title against two-time Masters winner Bernhard Langer, two-time Hickory winner Jay Haas and Kenny Perry, Champions Tour rookie Lee Jansen, and a fantastic field of Champions Tour players. Weekly grounds badges are just $50. Individual tickets are $20 per day with proceeds going to charity. Get your tickets today at GreaterHickoryKiaClassic.com.
Another royalty, if you will, I believe country royalty is having a baby. Carrie Underwood is pregnant.
That's right.
Yeah. On the last episode, or a couple episodes ago. No, I believe it was the last episode. We talked about how Mila Kunis and Rachel Bilson always get them really confused. And Michaela was on, and she was like, well, it's because they're the same person. And I'm like, right. Yeah. I mean, they're pretty much, they look the same.
They do.
And they're both pregnant right now. It's...
Yeah.
One's pregnant with Hayden Christensen's baby, and the other one's pregnant with Ashton Kutcher's baby. 'Tis the life.
Feels so bad for them.
I know. Horrible, horrible life. I kind of get Carrie Underwood and Hillary Duff mixed up sometimes because they were both married to hockey players.
Oh, yeah.
But then Hillary got pregnant, and then she got divorced.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping this doesn't go this route for Carrie, because I'm not a huge country music fan, but I like Carrie.
Yeah.
I mean, because she just seems really, real nice. I don't know.
She was on American Idol. You feel like you know her a little bit more.
You
saw her in her curly hair, just country bumpkin days.
Yes, and my favorite one of my favorite performances from all of American Idols, and I've stopped watching a while back, but was when she sang a Heart song by Heart.
Okay.
The band.
I loved her on American Idol. She was my favorite.
Yeah, I thought she did a great job.
Cute.
She was up against Bo Bice, right? That was
a really good season. That was probably the last really good. Well, until that other guy. I don't know his name.
It was so good, whatever his name was.
What was it? No, he would sing. Every time he sang, it was like a big production.
Taylor? Was it that guy?
In the ghetto. Taylor Hicks.
That was his name, is Salt and Pepper? Salt and Pepper Taylor?
Yes. No, but I'm thinking of, it was the year that, I want to say it was the year that, I don't even know these people's names. This is a horrible segment right now.
You know that time that guy.
Remember that one time
girl?
When you saw that girl?
Well, who else was on the season? Can you remember? Well, did this person win?
No, but they have an album out. They came out as gay right after the season.
Clay Aiken?
No.
What?
He sings. I think it was the season right after.
Clay's gay, right?
Clay is gay, but
but you're not.
He was like season 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Man!
This was after Carrie.
Okay.
Maybe Kyle Allen won that year. Maybe is that a real name?
Kyle Allen?
No.
Who's the guy that had the blue hair with the eyeliner?
Him.
Oh, that's who you're talking about?
Yes.
Oh, what's that guy's name?
See? You don't know.
Man, he's like a pop singer.
We're going to have to edit this whole thing.
He came out gay. I know, right? Everybody's trying to follow along at home.
Who are they talking
This is annoying.
Either they're yelling the name figure it out. Get to it already.
It's this guy. He was on Glee or something at one point, right?
He was in Glee last season with Kurt and Rachel, and they were on a group.
Oh, up in New York.
Yeah.
Guest star. I'm the best at Googling on Glee. His name. Oh my gosh. It's driving us crazy. He kind of had a big stink or something at the music awards, or one of them where they were kind of worried about one of his songs was a little provocative, I think.
Oh, when he performed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right?
Yeah. It was a
That
little
guy.
racy.
Are we talking about the same person?
Yes. Audience, we know you're yelling at us.
Oh my
we cannot
gosh.
hear you.
I'm so sorry. I know. It's recorded. This is recorded. Chick chat. Okay, I'm going to come back to this.
Oh, gosh.
What is this dude's name? Jay's no help over there. Jay's not saying anything. Look, Jay's shaking his head like, you girls are nuts.
It's going to come to me at the end.
You are nuts. All right. Well, moving on. Congratulations, Carrie Underwood.
Yes.
I think it's going to be a beautiful little baby.
Oh, it will be, yeah.
What's her husband's name is Mike Fisher, and he looks a lot like Hillary Duff's husband.
His name Mike too?
Mike Crory?
Crory.
Yeah. And crony, something crony.
It started with a C.
Cronies. And anyway, so that's who I get a little mixed up. But, all right.
Oh, yeah, she's going to be adorable pregnant, too.
I know. She was on the American Music Awards or Country Music Awards, something the other night, and she got all emotional on stage, and everybody's like, pregnancy hormones.
I love when she and Brad Paisley host together.
They do a good job. They do a good job. Now, what's funny is the when she. Not funny. It's not funny. I'm sorry. I take that back. I was thinking about something else. But it's when she sings that song with Vince Gill.
Oh, my gosh. How great thou art or something?
Yes. Holy I get chills every time. Every time. That's awesome. So congratulations to her. And I know that you watch Netflix.
I do.
Because I watch Netflix. And I'm going to just go ahead and tell you that you're probably going to need to block off. Come about October 11th or so, you're just going to need to go ahead and block off like a week's worth of your time. Take some time off work and sit and glue to your TV because Netflix is officially getting every single season of Gilmore Girls. Right. Start to finish.
I love Gilmore Girls.
Right? I mean, talk about guilty pleasure. It's been announced. It's official. Every single season. And they're not releasing them separately. Like, all seasons at once. You can watch in the middle of the night,
Netflix
every night.
is the best.
I know. Streaming only. I love it. I love it. Gilmore Girls, like, I feel like I was at the same age, like, grew up with her at that time.
But, every show I see someone on from that show, I still associate with Gilmore Girls. That guy's been on, the guy who played, what was her first boyfriend? I don't remember his name. I'm sorry, people, about the name thing.
I know, right?
But he's on
ridiculous.
Supernatural.
He's Supernatural,
But I still think that's Rory's boyfriend.
Absolutely.
And he's doing Supernatural now. And the guy on Good Wives, who was her college boyfriend.
Yes.
That's Rory's boyfriend.
Super
he went on to be
cute,
a lawyer.
too. He's super cute.
He's super cute.
Yeah.
I cannot get it. Even Melissa McCarthy, I still see her as Lorelai's best friend, the cook.
Cooking in the kitchen and
at
freaking
the
out
end.
whenever
Yes.
there's a guest coming and all. And I mean, yeah, and I watch Parenthood.
Yes.
Which is
with
coming
her.
on for the last season. They have officially announced it's going to be the last one.
I hope it's good.
I do too. I hope they do it right. For the past 2 seasons, their season finale has ended with closures.
That has.
Because they've been afraid they weren't going to get called back.
That's the way to do it. Give me some peace of mind.
I love it, though. I love it because then it's even more special whenever they get to come back and you're like, yay, one more season.
Yeah.
But I know they're going to end it right, because they've been doing it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad about that. But Lorelai is on there.
Yes.
I went for the longest time wanting to name my first kid Lorelai and call her Rory.
Call her Rory, yeah.
I know. I thought it was going to be
I thought it was
so
the coolest because she named her daughter after her.
It was perfect. I loved their relationship.
I loved their house.
Their house was amazing.
It was the cutest
The
house
inn,
ever.
going just hang out at the inn all the time.
Her parents were crazy, but loved them.
Loved them. I love this arrangement of you have to come over on Friday night in order to get tuition for your kid, basically. Perfect. I think it was brilliant show. Brilliant
the banter
show.
back and forth between the
So
guy
fast.
who owned the diner and
So fast.
all of them.
And
Great writing on that show.
what's of course theme of the show is what's that guy's name that he was he's the one that Lorelai ends up he owns the diner.
Yeah, I don't know
What's
his
the
name.
guy's
Mike?
Damn. Nick? No.
And his bad boy nephew?
Yes, Max, maybe?
We are so bad.
Just throwing it out there. But at least we have descriptive titles. The one that owns
The one
the one that owned it with his baseball hat backwards. And
It's
then
like we're doing Naming Friends episode.
Yes. The one with the baseball hat turned backwards. The one with the nephew that she sort of hooked up with. And then the one that was her college boyfriend. Gosh.
And her best friend.
Any of these names. I don't remember her name either.
I don't either. I just remember her mom owned some type of grocery store. And she was always calling because she was grounded or
The
had to
Chinese
stay,
one?
she had to stay in the house.
She's
like, I can't come out.
Yeah, and she was in the band
She
then
was
and
in
started
the
dating the
band.
drummer. So what does Alexis do now? I thought she was going to be fabulous for Alexis Bledel, who plays...
She's the only person whose name we know.
Rory. I know her, yeah. She was going to be... I thought she was going to be a perfect fit for 50 Shades of Grey.
She would have been good.
I thought she would have been ideal. In fact, I think they sort of made the girl
look
like her.
She does.
Right?
I heard she was going to do something. I know she just got engaged.
Who did?
Rory.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know who the guy is she's marrying. But she was in that. Is she in that new movie, Sin City? She was in the original one. And they said they were going to bring back people. I don't remember what happened to her in the first one. So
note to self. Adam Lambert.
Adam Lambert. I was going Ken.
I know. Adam Lambert. Adam Lambert.
Adam Lambert.
All right, moving on.
He was fantastic.
You were great.
Memorable. I just don't remember your name.
We remember your makeup and your hair color.
And when you sang Tears of a Clown.
And, yeah, that's a good one. Okay. So, Adam Lambert, sorry. Moving on.
Yes.
So, Alexis Bledel's had sort of a movie career. Lorelai has stayed on television. And you know what? Gilmore Girls cast. And I'm going to find out what... her name's Lauren
Dean's doing Supernatural.
Luke.
Was his name
Luke's
Luke on the
Diner.
Show? Oh, Luke, yeah.
Luke was the...
Mike was close, right? It had a K.
Sort of, yeah.
K and an E.
Melissa McCarthy's name was Suki.
Suki.
And how could you forget Suki? Lane.
Yes, that was
the best friend.
Yes.
Lane. Dean.
I see. I knew Dean.
Yeah, Dean was the first boyfriend. Jared Padalecki. Right?
And he's still on TV.
Yeah. Let's see. Who's this? Oh, Milo. Oh, he played Jess. Jess, not Max. Jess was the nephew.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's been on a couple other things. And Logan was the super hottie boyfriend.
He went on to be a lawyer.
He's so good looking, right?
So
just thinking of the right person? Okay.
Yeah, you'd always be like, why don't you like him again?
I know. Right?
Tell me what's wrong
Why
with him.
are you choosing between him and Jess?
I don't understand. Talk to me.
Jess just robbed the liquor store.
I'm going to need to see your list of pros and cons so that we can figure this out together.
Logan is the editor of the school paper at like Yale or wherever you're going.
Has a job waiting for him.
Yeah. Comes from a good family, good looking, and Jess is roaming the streets.
And not to mention, if Luke and your mom get married, he's kind of
gross.
Your cousin, step cousin-ish.
Yes. So, sorry, but we weren't super excited about that. Speaking of weird dating, sort of like Rory and Jess, do you know that Jennifer Lawrence is dating Chris Martin?
Yeah. But she's kind of Gwyneth Paltrow-ish, don't you think?
No. No, I don't. Not a bit.
No, not like personality-wise.
Gwyneth Paltrow seems older, refined, couture, and very like...
She's the microbiotic diet.
Hello. And Jennifer Lawrence is like, hey, I'm going to eat pizza and do whatever I want, and I'm going to fall going up the steps every time.
I love that.
Like, I can't walk a red carpet because I haven't figured out how to use shoes
I can relate
yet.
To her.
I do. I'm a little clumsy about it. That's okay.
That would be me if I were ever on the red carpet. I'd be the one who, face plant.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm wearing flats wherever I go.
What are you wearing, Converse?
Yes.
It's safer, trust me, for me and you.
I just find it a little weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Chris
she seems
Martin
to like the British boys, huh?
She does. I don't blame her. That's cool.
And Kristen Stewart, I guess, is dating her ex.
Oh.
Nicholas Hoult. Well, they've been seen together. There's no confirmation.
That's not the producer that she cheated with, right?
No.
Okay.
She likes British boys, too.
Yeah, okay.
No, that's the guy who's in X-Men.
Yeah.
And he was About a Boy. He was the original About a Boy.
Yes, About a Boy. That's right. I feel like Chris Martin is so... I feel like I could never be friends with Chris Martin.
No.
Because I feel like if we sat across from the table, he'd be going, ugh, you bore me. You're very...
Yeah.
You're so beneath me.
But think about it. Maybe he's looking for something a little bit different.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Gwyneth doesn't seem like she'd be super party girl or anything. And or
Jennifer Lawrence isn't really
fun.
Either.
She does.
She seems party girlish.
Yeah,
she seems like the girl who's going to order pizza at night in her sweats and watch Netflix with us. don't see her hanging out with like Lindsay Lohan.
No. I don't think that. I definitely don't think that. But I feel like Jennifer Lawrence is more like, whatever, I don't care. Let's go to the club.
Yeah.
You know, and like seriously just
down
go to
for
dance.
anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas Chris Martin would be like, honey, the jazz band's playing downstairs. You know, and want to like go and sit and watch blues music or something. And I don't know, like, I mean, I dig his music.
Honestly,
totally
only
cool.
thing I know of Chris Martin is his music and Coldplay. I haven't really seen him talk much.
That's why I'm envisioning. That's why I'm imagining it. Yeah. That's why I'm imagining it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
His music's very laid back. Yeah.
It is. And I sort of like to think that that's how he thinks and stuff. There's the album that has
that one song.
You know that
song? That one album with the song The Scientist?
A second, dun, 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 dun. Roman Catholic choirs are singing. That one?
Yeah.
What's that song? You know.
Yeah, I'm singing the song in my head.
Yeah.
The audience hates us today.
God, this is the worst episode ever. Anyway, he sings that album, whatever that song came from, which was like the most popular album of Coldplay's by far, right? That was that whole album. You're supposed to listen to it from start to finish, and the songs tell the story of the French Revolution.
What?
Yeah, did you know that?
No.
Yeah, the man he's singing about in this song is like Napoleon.
Oh, he does seem very like smart and proper.
Yeah.
Except he's a rock star.
I know. He wrote songs in the freaking order of French Revolution.
Now I'm going to have great. Thanks, Mary-Margaret. Now I'm going to have to go listen to this whole
album. Start to finish, by the way. You start it and then, go. You have to listen to them in order.
Okay.
Which I'm kind of like, really?
Do I have 2 hours?
No. I'm just telling you. That's your tidbit, though, to take back and share with everybody.
So maybe they talk about that. Maybe she's listened and has questions about the French Revolution.
I doubt that.
She listened. She got it. She's understood. And she said, we need to talk more about this.
Well, she may be the girl that's like not the party girl. She may be sitting at home watching Netflix, but she's not talking about the French Revolution. That I will bet.
I bet you Apple and Rose's lover.
True. Apple probably thinks she's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so the next big news, and I'm kind of over it because I'm a little peeved by the whole situation, but Brad and Angelina got married.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
haven't they been married for
exactly. Like everybody, wants to make this big spectacle out of it because they all thought it would be a big spectacle, like a big to-do, because, they made this whole ordeal about not getting married until everybody in the world can get married if they want to and whatever. Well, first of all, you lied because that's not true everywhere yet.
Well, when they said everybody, they meant a few states. In a few countries. By that we mean a good sampling, a good statistically significant sample of people.
By everyone, you mean a handful of states that still are a little questionable. But whatever, way to jet off to France. Maybe they just mean in France. Maybe they're like, hey, we're going to only get married in a place where it's legally allowed for anyone to get married. I don't know, whatever. Did you see your dress?
I saw the back part of it where the kids wrote.
That was
something.
in her veil.
Okay.
So the veil had artwork from her children, all 18 of them, in her, sewn into her veil.
Okay.
People were giving her hell for that. People were saying, that's tacky, it looks horrible, blah, blah, blah. And I'm kind of like,
it's her.
I mean, yeah, exactly. A, why do you care? Right. B, it's her kid's artwork. How can you hate on somebody's kid's artwork? That's ridiculous. But
and she'll probably frame it.
Absolutely. I mean, I've seen those websites where you can take your kid's drawing and send it to them, and they'll make a doll out of the creature they drew, or whatever. And I'm like, people are doing that stuff. Why not put it on your wedding veil? So what then I hear, which I thought was pretty funny, was that somebody on the radio was like, oh, yeah, everybody's talking about how that's going to be the trend now. And
no.
And somebody was like, yeah, but that's the problem. We're supposed to encourage marriage before children. And now everybody's saying, oh, I'm totally going to have my kids draw all these pictures on my
nephews. I had my dog stick his paws in
my
some
flower
paint.
girls and everything's gonna. Yeah, exactly. But which I do think is kind of funny that everybody maybe will associate it that. I don't know. Whatever. I don't really care. I think you have 18 kids if you wanted to before you get married. That's fine. But she just always looks, she's only 39.
Yeah,
38.
She's my age.
Yeah. And does she not, to me, maybe it's just me, she looks so much older. If you've ever seen her hands, she looks like, I don't know, like an art curator's hands. Like they're all very like prim, proper, bony, and the way she holds them and stuff. I don't know. But, he looks super fun and hot to me. I just love him.
Oh, I bet they have tons of fun together.
Did you know that?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Says Knox and Vivian. They're like, thank you. Did you? And Knox and Vivian. Here's something else that'll make you feel old. The twins, 6 years old.
What?
6 years.
I felt like they just had them.
Pax is like 14 or something.
Has he graduated high school?
I know, right? He's engaged.
I feel bad. I only feel bad for Jennifer Aniston because people still connect them
all
these years later.
And poor thing, she's probably about to get married. She was like, I'm going to have a surprise wedding. And then bam.
Now she can't have a surprise wedding. She can't get married too soon because then they're like, oh, you're trying to take her shine. And then if she waits longer, I'm like, oh, well, you don't want to get married because you're still sad about Brad Pitt. Or
it's all, I'd be going after justice of the peace.
Yeah. And if she ends up, let's say she ends up, I mean, the woman's 45. She's got to figure out the kids thing sooner or later if she's going to or not going to.
It's up to her. She's wanted, right. Yeah, I don't care.
I don't care what you do.
But she said she's wanted kids.
Right. But now if you have a baby, it's, to take attention away. You did this.
Yeah. Look right on the heels of Brad's wedding.
They're always going to associate it with it. She's like, you know what? I was pregnant before they got married. I didn't really plan.
I know.
Do you think they're going to be like, someone will ask her, so did they call you and tell you they were getting married? Someone is going to ask them that.
She'll be like, no.
I would say yes.
Why the hell they go call me?
Yes, they did. I was there. I was invited. Couldn't make it, but I was invited.
And in fact, at the altar, Brad said my name instead of hers.
Do you remember that episode? He was supposed to say Emily. He was supposed to say Angelina. But instead he said, I, Brad, take you, Jennifer.
And everybody says, what
happened? And it happened in England. In a church that had been.
How crazy would that have been, though? I would have used my life savings to fly out there, be a part of that, and see him accidentally say Jennifer at the ceremony.
It happened. We know it did.
And Jennifer's sitting in the back and goes, oh, should I go up there? That's what she says in the episode.
Should I go up there?
Do you think I should go up there? And I'm sure Angelina would be just like Emily and say,
no, continue.
Yes, please continue. Like, I think Angelina probably talks with a British accent.
I think she does.
I think she does too. She just seems like she
should.
Feels
if she
embarrassed a little bit that she's like an American or something. She's always like, ugh, I'm going to just go be an ambassador so that I can go across to every other country. I don't know.
I'm kind of excited for George Clooney.
We discussed this on the last episode, okay? And Michaela was guest on it, and Michaela had never seen a picture of his fiance. And I showed her, and of course she was, and of course she's beautiful, whatever. Yeah. But, we were saying how she's older than his usual.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
No.
Okay.
Than his usual endeavors.
Than his usually 20-year-olds.
Right. Yeah. And, but that she seemed, obviously she's got a good job. She's a lawyer. She's not entertainment slutty. But I was about to say something else that didn't sound right. But she, I'm excited for their wedding because I think it's for real.
Oh, it's for real. But, people have been speculating that he chose, not that he chose her because, but this was the one he decided to settle down with because he's reaching that age where, is he going to continue in movies or is he still going to do like random movies or is he going to enter politics? Yeah, and she's the appropriate wife for a politician.
What?
I just heard that speculation on a couple of news shows that if he were to go into politics, she's the right wife to have.
Hey, I don't disagree.
Right.
They both have Jennifer Lawrence.
They both have human rights to come. Who doesn't have human rights? Like, who's not for it?
Right.
But they have that. Honestly,
that's interesting. That's a new take on that. We didn't even think about that. I like it.
Yeah.
God, he would be so sexy in the Oval Office, right?
I'd vote for him.
I would totally.
I don't care what your political.
I don't care what party you are. I don't care if I'm registered for that. Like I
just want to
stand beside you.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Just like the time that you and your dad got arrested.
That was awesome.
Do you remember that? when they got arrested
and like the Capitol.
And they were both like, fight the power. Like, and the dad's like, I'm so proud. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. You guys are so sweet. I want to be part of your family. Yeah, so I'm excited for them too. So
lots of weddings happening.
Yeah, I don't want J-Law and Chris Martin to get married.
I think they're just having fun.
I hope so. It seems silly.
It
does. It seems silly to me.
Maybe he'll be. No, they probably already done the soundtrack to the next Hunger Games.
She's like,
her theme music will be Chris Martin.
See, that's it. She's like, to the French Revolution.
To the French Revolution soundtrack.
On that song, before we
Parallels.
go, I know what is
you
that
write
song?
About the French Revolution. I play a revolutionary character in the future.
Oh my gosh,
same thing.
I'm gonna let's see. What is that Coldplay song about Roman Catholic something? Viva la vida.
Okay.
Yeah.
Viva la vida, about the French Revolution. Mm-hmm. He couldn't do it in French?
I don't guess so. Viva Las Vegas.
Is it Viva or Vive?
Viva.
Oh, it's Viva.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
See, it's too complicated for me.
I know.
Because I would ask those questions and he'd be like, really?
I know.
You
were so small-minded,
so
Janette.
You look at things at face value.
You simple-minded fool. Stay on your chick chat.
You Americans.
Stay on podcasting. Don't bring it over here. If you're in London or in England, could you email us and tell us, like, it's okay, like, we're cool over there, too, or something? I don't really know my numbers over there. Canada loves me.
Canada.
California rocks. I got 2 listeners in Saudi Arabia.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know. But
I don't know any news about them.
I don't either. I'm okay with that. I don't really need them to be in the news right now. Like, they just need some peace and quiet. But I don't really know about my England listeners. I need to work on that. I went to college in England for a little while.
You did.
I know, and I don't have any love over there. What's up? I'm going to work on that.
Maybe
I need to work on that. Networking, people. Networking. Get the name out there. Chick chat.
We can probably start by not calling Chris Martin posh.
True.
Love David Beckham, though. He's awesome.
Hey, I like his left foot and his right foot. I read this article the other day that said that he totally lets Victoria pick out his clothes every day.
I'll get annoyed.
Yeah,
I don't want that pressure.
True. But it's obviously worked thus far.
That's true.
They're happy and they have lots of little babies that are super adorable.
Another just gorgeous couple.
Beautiful.
With gorgeous kids.
Yeah.
Creating a beautiful world.
Hey, let's play this or that. I haven't played it in forever. I've got some really good ones, though. Ready?
Yes.
Go. Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
I'm Adidas. 80s or 90s?
90s.
90s here, too.
Yeah.
Pink or red?
Pink.
I'm going red. Martini or margarita?
Ooh. Oh, margarita.
I'm going martini, although I had a margarita last night. It was fabulous. Thank you, El Paso. Steak or hamburger?
Steak.
Me too. God, you can't mess up a good steak. Shorts or skirts?
Shorts.
Skirts here. Labor Day or Memorial Day?
Oh, Labor Day.
Labor Day here too. Why Labor Day?
My daughter was born right around then.
Oh.
I was actually in labor on Labor Day.
See, yeah. Dual meaning. Yeah. I like it because it means fall is on the way.
Yes.
And people can stop wearing white. Survivor or Amazing Race?
Amazing Race.
Me too. Ooh, Ohio or North Carolina?
Ohio?
Damn. I'm going North Carolina. I don't know. You've been here long enough. I kind of thought you might have transplanted
Always
over.
Ohio.
Come on, old North State. North Carolina here. William or Harry?
Ooh, after seeing that picture.
That's tough.
I mean, I'm liking Wax Harry.
I know. Can I get a date at Madame Tussauds?
I may not be able to date the real thing, but can I get something
Can I
with the
just
wax?
get my picture taken with that one? The wax figure looks way more like Harry than that show Wanna Date Harry or whatever.
Who are these women?
Those jokers don't even think they were...
I never saw that, but when I saw his picture...
I totally think it's Harry. No, you don't. No, you don't. You need to, A, get a television, and B, get a life.
Read.
Get a life. Oh,
yeah, I can't decide because one's going to be a new daddy.
Pick one.
I'll go.
You know you'll switch it next time.
I will. Who did I pick last time, William? I'll go Harry this time.
I'm going Harry. I stay Harry. I stay on Harry. All right. Okay, so that was fun. Look, you see, we just sort of zoomed right through all that stuff. We knocked out a lot of topics today. Couldn't remember half of the names we were talking about, but you know what? I thought we did pretty darn good, Adam Lambert.
We made people do research. That was the whole point of it.
You know what?
Figure out how to Google.
Or maybe they were just having fun playing along.
Yelling at us.
They're playing along at home.
You know, when can I call in?
See? Hey, thanks for the segue there, girl. If you want to call in to the Mesh and tell us to basically get our schmiff together before we get on the show, you can call the voicemail line at 828-619-0048, or you can go on the website, themesh.tv, or find me on Facebook, Chick Chat on the Mesh, or go to the Mesh on Facebook. Whatever, we got all sorts of options. You can also email us at info@themesh.tv. We're also on Instagram, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, all over the place. 2 places in Saudi Arabia, apparently, and working on London right now. So, Janette, thanks so much for being here.
Fun as always.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thanks again to the Greater Hickory Kia Classic for sponsoring us here on The Mesh. Please go check out any of our other shows. We've got movie shows, business shows, sports shows. Fantasy football is back in play now. We have a new show called Bald and the Beautiful, which I think is kind of funny because it's 2 guys. One's bald, one's beautiful. They don't lie. So yeah, just go check out the rest of the stuff. Go play on our website and then find me on Facebook and send me a note. Tell us how much you love Chris Martin or Jennifer Lawrence or how much you hate them being together. But you guys take care. We'll see you soon. Catch you on the flip side.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.